Hey Exiles, how we doing? It's Mr. A2G and we are back playing some more Saga of Survival. How we going, guys? Okay, we are in the Cursed Forest, and guess what we're going to do? We're going to raid all the chests. I've killed everyone in sight. There's no one around except for us, and just picking up a couple of rushes, and walking over there. Anyway, let's click the right button and let's start doing our little montage today. So if you guys haven't watched this before, and if you guys are new, make sure you guys hit that all subscribe button and along with that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads that I do on my channel. Like and comment, guys. Alright, anyway, with that out of the way, basically what we are doing here, we are checking out all the chests in the Cursed Forest for today's zone, and we're going to do a montage out of it. If you guys have never seen this before, hopefully you guys will enjoy. I've already opened up this chest, and I did that subconsciously as I was running through the zone earlier before, so that I do apologise, guys, so please don't hate on me on that one there. But basically what we do is we're just going to go through all the chests, takes all the guesswork and all the fighting out of the zone. So we're going to do multiple of these zones. I think I've got about 4 lined up, and we're going to get through them today, and you guys get to see all of the chest openings right in front of you. So we've got a couple of things that we're grabbing at the moment. Now, not too much at this point. Hopefully when we get to the 22nd chest, hopefully that's where we're going to yield some decent loot. But I'm just going to go ahead and open up all the scrolls, and this is our first of the 22nd chests, so one of the big chests here. Hopefully we'll get something decent. Alright, so how are you guys enjoying the new update? So we've recently went through the factions update, so now we've got the 3 new representatives that come to our base and visit us, tell us to do a couple of little missions here or there. They'll require a few things, and hopefully if we get enough experience, we do ascend to their next level, gain their trust, all that sort of stuff. Let me know how you guys are progressing. Are you guys enjoying the update that has come through? Are you guys enjoying now running through zones and hoping to find things like their little lore scripts? That's something that I've been enjoying myself personally. I do like a bit of lore in my games, get a bit of background story to it, more information and context into the game. Why is the game the way it is? Why are these individuals the way they are? All that sort of stuff. So for me personally, I have been enjoying it up until this point, but I want to hear from you guys as well, and I want you guys to let me know what you guys are thinking or how you guys are feeling about the whole update itself. I mean, now it's not only just this factions that have come out, a few other little bits and pieces have made its way into the game. So we're going to go through some of that throughout the video as well, but I want to sort of touch on the factions just a little bit, just to see how you guys are progressing along. And are you guys enjoying it? Are you guys not so much enjoying it? What do you do or don't like? What I sort of been doing myself is I've sort of taken a little bit of a back seat, and not in a bad way of course, but wanting to see how everyone has been reacting to it, and seeing how everyone is grabbing their thoughts about it and how they feel about it, I should say. So with all that in mind, so some people are enjoying the update as they should. It's always great when the devs throw out a new update for us to play with, so that I always am thankful for updates all the time. Definitely can't go wrong with that. But other people are not predominantly so happy, but wish they could have had other things, which is obviously understandable. Not everyone wants what everyone else gets or what they want either, so I do get that, but it's not always what we want at the end of the day. So look, for me, I sort of ride on it. I'm just grateful that we get updates. I'm grateful that we have a dedicated development team that do give us constant updates, and that there I can't sort of ask for anything more than just that. You know, I'm not too sure about how you guys feel or what you guys are thinking about that. So far, not getting the best loot at this point, so not so great at the moment, but we'll try and persevere, raid the last few chests, and we'll probably get out of this zone and jump on to the next one. This is the last chest. Actually, I think they've opened up to 3, or has there always been 3 20-second chests? I'm not sure, let me know guys. But that's the third one I've just seen in the zone. And I'm actually going to talk about this as well, about the Cursed Forest, and plus some of the other zones as well. But I'll probably save that for the next clip, as we are just about to finish off with this one here. Take some of the cheese, I don't need that. And I will quickly duck out, make sure that I've captured everything, which I think I have anyway. But I will catch you guys in the next zone in a moment. Alright, and we are back in the next zone, guys. Let's dive right in there. So yeah, so a few things had happened since the update, and I know there's a lot of you guys, you know, that we sort of went through the patch notes and everything like that, and a lot of you guys have pointed out the obvious, and the obvious is that there's been a lot more that was implemented that wasn't necessarily put into the patch notes. So look, us the YouTube creators of this game, we reached out to our community manager Ranger Mule, and we just asked the question, what's going on? So basically, look, I mean, simple answer is they weren't able to get all the patch notes ready in time for the update. So all that they were able to grab was what was offered to us and what was offered to you guys as well that watch the my videos, but also look at their community page through the Facebook page there for all their information, or obviously in game when you go through the chat system there to check out all of the information that does get released. So oh, nice. Okay, so what I mean by that is there's a few things that have changed. So looks like there has been a rebalance with regards to loot drops, and specifically to animal loot dropping. So I'm going to basically put it into things like the wolves, the boars, and the bears for the most part. So dark wolves, dark bears, and it appears to be dark boars as well, because I wasn't really getting too much out of them at the minute. Was they are dropping a lot more of the same type of materials and items. So what I mean by that is they are dropping a lot more, and I mean a lot more pelt. And I'm sure you guys, or I'm sure all of you guys who's watching this now would probably think, yes, 100% there is pelt dropped everywhere, absolutely everywhere, to the point where I literally did one run myself and I was able to grab pretty much 100 pieces of pelt just in one run. That there is ridiculously crazy, to the point where I don't know what else to say. I mean, like, do you need that much pelt in one run? What's going on? What has gone on with this particular type of rebalance? Is it a rebalance? Is it a glitch? No one knows yet. No one's come forward with any information and have communicated that to us. So we're sort of, you know, in a position with you guys, not knowing much information at this point. So we're still waiting on some confirmation at this point, and hopefully by the time you guys might be watching it, there might be some sort of you know, answer to all of our questions, but we haven't been told yet. So, you know, for now we're going to have to sort of hold tight and see exactly what the answer will be. But yeah, that's just one of the things that I wanted to bring up. And also along to that is if you guys have noticed the dungeons, I felt so far, look, I haven't done too many dungeon runs since the new update. There's just been a lot going on, so I haven't had my full attention you know, to running dungeons and grinding them out. So but I've noticed that there's been less to little to even no keys per run. Now I know it's been scarce in the past, but this update has sort of brought it to a new level where I've gotten to the point where I've come out of multiple dungeons with no keys, or maybe 1 or 2 keys, not even enough to open up one of those chests. So now look, I'm not too sure if this is the devs doing, again, if it's a glitch. I personally think it has to do with, you know, the progression of the game, the development of the game, and they're probably looking at everything by zone. So what I mean by that is they are pretty much looking at how many times do players enter each type of zone. Is it you know, little? Is it a lot? Is it none at all? Is it something in between? And I'm guessing for a lot of people, because everyone's trying to grind out and get themselves, you know, their stable up and running to get their horse. I mean, look, I'm still one of those people at the moment, still chasing that last saddle pouch. I still haven't got it yet, but what I'm sort of trying to get at is they are looks like they're changing the way that we find keys and certain items. Now I'm not too sure what those type of certain items might be. I personally haven't come across too much of anything just yet, but for me, I feel like they are definitely changing, you know, the balance table of what type of loot drops on which type of enemy. And for the most part, I can tell you now, I'm guessing they're trying to push people back into the cursed forest, and I feel like they are wanting to use this zone as a killing ground for you to get keys. But yeah, give me one sec, guys. We'll see you in the next zone, alright? Guys, we are back in the 3rd zone now. We are going to continue, and let's see what type of loot we get here. Yeah, so basically what I was saying before, mainly in regards to the Cursed Forest and the changes that I've seen, and not too sure if you guys have noticed this too, or, you know, if you have taken notice there, you probably know it already, but I'm finding a lot of the keys in the Cursed Forest. So, you know, going back from beforehand when I was talking about the dungeon, the lack of keys, or thereof, or none at all, I'm starting to find a lot of these in the Cursed Forest. Now, look, I'm not too sure what that is. The only thing I can think about what that might be is that they're trying to push plays into other zones and to try and get more of a balance happening for, you know, player interaction from zone to zone. So what I mean by that is everyone would, you know, continuously up until this point would have flooded the dungeons only to do, you know, 1 or 2 things, and mainly that's to basically find you know, every single key, open up the golden chest, and see if they get lucky in getting themselves, you know, any sort of stable items. I myself one of them, and, you know, I'm not going to lie to you, that's basically, you know, what for the most part, you know, what I want to get out of the dungeon. So now the fact that they've changed it, it's requiring us to, you know, move into different zones and try to basically, you know, loot other areas, attack different enemies, and, you know, and experience, you know, or, you know, open up the grind, let's say. And that's probably where my biggest point is coming from. It's opening up the grind table just a little bit more, and, you know, look for better or for worse depending on how you guys will see this. And I can elaborate as much as I can until, you know, my voice gets sore and I'm not able to talk. But what I think, and it sort of ties in with the whole factions update, is they want us to explore more zones, the more the better. And this is just my theory. My theory might not be, you know, correct, or no theory really is correct. It's all speculation. So for me, I'm looking at the faction as the driving force. So what I mean by that is basically, you know, now that they've opened up the factions itself, we are looking at, you know, new items that we can find and get our hands on. And basically, I'm talking about the faction scrolls, the lore behind it, the fact that there's more than, I think, if you sort of do the math, there's about 210 scrolls, as there's 70 by each faction, so there's 3 in total. That makes it 210 scrolls that we need to find throughout the map, wherever that might be, and pushing. Nice. You know what? I'm actually starting to get the whole barbarian suit on my persons here. I started off with the boots there because I wanted some quick maneuverability around the zones, just to sort of try and keep it, things at a brisk pace. But I'm finding the whole outfit, which is great, so I'm not complaining there. But anyway, let's get back to it. Yeah, I'm thinking that they've used the factions as sort of like a stepping stone to rejig everything a little bit, and spread a lot of items out to other areas, so it forces us to move into those areas and try to loot essentially in different zones, and not trying to grind out one zone or two zones or anything like that just for certain items that we need. So there's my theory. Not too sure what you guys are thinking about that. If you guys agree, let me know. If you guys think differently, definitely let me know. And I want you guys to comment on this video as well. I want to know what you guys are thinking. For me, this is what I'm thinking at the moment. I believe it's actually a good thing. As I said, it sort of helps us break the mold. We're breaking up the game. We're not going, and doing the same thing over and over again. So that means, it keeps us a little bit more interested, a little bit more engaged, and especially players are on the higher level end of the scale. It pushes them to do more things now as well. There was a point where we get to that sort of pinnacle, and what else is there to do? And there's not really much at all for us to do. So, now with that in mind, we've got something to do now. So, finding those scrolls, learning about each faction's background, and learning more about the game essentially, and that's ultimately a good thing. So it's going to keep us engaged for a little while longer until they bring out the next implementation, whatever that might be. And that's obviously going to be update 1.3 13 I should say. And there we go. And yeah, so I'm guessing that's where it's sort of going to head to. And hopefully that sort of prepares us for other things inside the zone. Inside the game. I do apologise. But yeah, let me know what you think about what I just sort of mentioned to you guys. Hold that thought. I'm going to jump in the next zone. Give me a sec, guys. Alright guys, last zone. We are going to just quickly grab the remaining chests and basically call it a video. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed so far. With all the loot montage series that I've sort of started to do over the last few weeks. So far I've been doing this aiming for Monday releases, just to sort of get that one out of the way, fresh into the week. You guys get to see a bit of chest looting action, and here's some of that lore information that we've that I was sort of talking about beforehand. So yeah, so basically, that's the second one too, so that's number 2. There we go. I was awoken by the sound of explosions. To my surprise, it was a child, a boy no older than 15. He could be a powerful arcanist, but without training, he's a danger to himself and others. So this is pretty cool. This is what I like. I love games with with a lot of background, rich history, just information that you can sort of get lost in and get absorbed, and and just it sort of makes you want to play the game more. And that's what I sort of like about these style of games. And to be honest, I have been branching out into other games. Obviously I haven't put them on to my channel just yet, but some games that I'm thinking about, I'm not going to sort of go into that sort of in this video here, but it's just something that I've been thinking about for a little while. So branching out into different styles or possibly different genre of game. I haven't really decided exactly where I want to go with it just yet, but sky's the limit, as they say. So hopefully I might get to a point where I might say, what, or you might find a new video, something completely different. Let me know what you guys think about that. So be interested to know. I've sort of got into a point now that I've consistently playing these type of genre games, being survival games. And don't get me wrong, I love playing them to bits because I do love the whole survival genre. But once in a while, it's always good to sort of change it up and try something different. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm probably looking to do something just that, you know, fairly soon, but not too sure what game do I want to jump into, or what type of genre do I want to jump into. You know, do I want to do the action style RPGs, that sort of stuff? I'm not sure yet. I do enjoy them, don't get me wrong. Do play a couple of games that, you know, that you guys I haven't spoken about or mentioned it too. So yeah, we'll you know, we'll work through it and we'll see what we can come up with in the hopefully in the near future. But look, aside from that, guys, you know, with the game and its direction here at the moment, I'm happy for, you know, what they've done so far and where things are coming to. I just hope you know, when they do, you know, add finally PvP and things like that, I hope it's ready, and I don't want it to be you know, something like a half-baked implementation. You know, compared to other games, you know, that they've sort of done it, you know, their own ways. I just hope, you know, the devs here do something that's going to you know, put it and set it aside to something that's completely different, and and show that, and basically say, you know, this is what we do. And yeah, that's basically what I think, you know, what I hope that happens. But you know, we don't know yet. Won't know what will come and what will happen in the future, but you know, there's always that possibility, and it's always hope. So then again, as I said probably in previous videos, there's always, you know, not getting your hopes up. You know, let it come, be happy that updates are coming and the game's supported. That's all I can really say. Anywho, getting towards the business then, I'm going to drop that anyway for now. And let's see what we got in the last couple of chests. We'll quickly run home, tie it in together, show you what I've got, and hopefully, yeah, you guys have enjoyed it. And let me know what you think as well. Alright, and we are on the second last chest, I think it is. Hasn't been too crazy. A lot of, you know, ordinary items. Items that I do need, don't get me wrong, but I haven't really seen anything, you know, that's really stood out for me today. So, I don't know. Kind of disappointing, but look, at least you guys get to see a daily grind in, you know, with myself. Okay. 3, 2, 1. What do we got? Nothing too crazy, as I said. Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to quickly race back to home, and I will show you everything that we got throughout all the 4 zones. Bear with me. Alrighty, guys, and we're back. Let's go take a look at everything that we got today. As I said before, hasn't been the best of loot runs, but at least you guys get to see what it looks like when you run about 3 to 4 zones. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you guys are enjoying this little montage series that I've started here. Make sure that you guys do the right thing. Make sure that you drop a like, drop a comment. Make sure that you let me know how I did, if you enjoyed or not. Guys, if you're new, if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribed and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Alright guys, leave it here, take it easy, I'll catch you next time, see ya.